Hello, it's me.
Good to see you guys. I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I've got a wonderful video, and I actually haven't seen this yet, but it came up in my feed. AOC reacts to J.D. Vance tying the government shutdown to Schumer being scared of her politically. Because we all know AOC is a big, unintelligent bully. And we're going to dissect some of the stuff that she has said today. So without further ado, let's hop into this daggum thing.
So many people I know are scared, but they are hiding and not speaking up. How can we dissent and challenge without endangering ourselves? Well, I think that every person
that's scary.
needs to make their own assessments, right? If you are...
Let's talk about facts. Let's talk about how if all of the Republicans voted yes for keeping the government open, it would still shut down if they don't get 7 votes. Let's talk facts.
An immigrant in this country and you are on a visa and your visa is very precarious, like, I understand, and Marco Rubio and the administration has been like, don't do this, don't do that. You are far more vulnerable than a U.S. citizen. And so, I think we can look around and look at the power that we have in a given moment. So much.
She's doing some word salad Kamala grade stuff here.
Of our power right now is in
leaving.
Like, genuinely taking out your camera and filming interactions is very important when you see, like, especially if ICE later on tries to claim that there was some huge riot and there was nothing at all in particular going.
Oh, you mean like the government shutdown where Hakeem Jeffries, 50-cent Barack Obama, goes out and tries to do a look how many people are pissed off that the government was shut down, and only like 12 to 14 people showed up. And then he did a live stream and only like 20 people tuned in, and then they had to shut down the live stream because Hakeem was so embarrassed. Are you talking about filming that way?
Going on. It's important to have evidence of that.
It wouldn't matter
also,
even if we showed it to you.
I know this may sound a little silly.
You're still
but
delusional.
It is important. Like, humor is genuinely very important.
Okay, Kamala. Okay, Kamala. Okay, Kamala.
Shut the hell up, Joe. Shut up.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
These people want to seem all powerful. They want you.
That's because we are, but we do need 7 votes from the Democrats. And the Republicans didn't even add anything to the budget. The Democrats added almost $2 trillion worth of crap. $500 billion for this and $1.5 trillion for illegal immigrants and health care. And, oh, yeah, that big ugly bill they call. That bill you just passed, get rid of 99% of it, especially the part where Americans have the lowest tax rate in history. I mean, he shaved off, it was like, what, $4,000 some odd dollars off the annual household insurance premiums? They're like, let's undo that.
They want you scared. And
that sounds exactly like the Democrats.
There is,
especially with AOC. I mean, there's so much garbage she's saying that's just not true right here. I mean, it's like she's speaking from the fear that the Democrats are putting on everyone else, and she's kind of projecting. But, like, why are you scared of Republicans? We haven't done anything wrong.
There's a lot.
Oh, I know what they're going to say. They're going to say, you remember January 6th?
Shut the hell up, Joe. Shut up.
Okay, January 6th. Okay, do you have any others? Because I can list about 10 assassination attempts. I can list about 4 assassination victims. I can list government corruptions, fraud, and abuse, all from the left. I can identify rhetoric that's evil and caused these assassinations, all from the left.
At stake, and there is a lot of risk in this moment, but the last thing they want you to do is laugh at them. The last thing they want you to do is make fun of them.
You can make fun of us all you want. The big beautiful bill has passed through Democratic people from the House to the Senate. It is now in law. It's in law. It's in law. It's in law. You lost. You can laugh all you want. The agenda moves on. The big beautiful bill, by the way, AOC, with your very highly intelligent esteemed self, is that now that it's in law, that is the engine that funds Trump's agenda. Checkmate.
Because that diminishes them far more
Checkmate.
than them trying to
Yeah, that's right.
in your face.
That's right.
The fact of the matter is like these people are, yes, tremendously dangerous.
No, they're not.
But a lot of them
The left is.
are tremendously dull.
Like you.
And I remember this moment earlier this year. I was hosting
Liar.
Know Your Rights
Filthy,
seminars.
filthy, filthy, filthy liar. She is such a liar. Did you guys see Benny Johnson's video of where she actually came from? He even drove by her house. I mean, she's a diehard communist pig. Socialist.
With our immigrant community and with our U.S. citizen community as well. Because as we've seen, ICE is taking up U.S. citizens as well and abusing the rights of U.S. citizens.
That's actually not true. But in every good instance of us doing something, there's always going to be some side effects. Let's say we had an agenda, right? And we were going to take, $15 billion, and we were going to feed the United States. No one would go hungry. Everyone gets food, period. No one goes hungry ever again. We're feeding the homeless. We're feeding everyone. 15 billion. All right. You may get ramen noodles, but everyone gets a meal. Okay. There would be people who would learn that there are some unintended consequences of that. So we put 15 billion in there. Now our military doesn't have enough funding and we're not able to buy the new jet craft or vehicles. And then someone comes and takes us to war and we end up not doing so hot because we're minus those vehicles. What I'm trying to say is that's not a reality, but there's always a side effect to all good things. So in her mind, she thinks, oh, we can have something that's always good and never have any side effects. And that's just not true. You can't do that. That's just not possible.
So I started hosting Know Your Rights seminars for the community because following
Why?
the law is not just for U.S. citizens, it's for ICE too. And
ICE is a federal agency, and no, they do not have to follow state law for the most part. They are under federal law, which is state law on steroids. So they actually have to follow stricter laws than people like you, AOC.
they need to follow the law as well. And so when you know...
And I've been watching ICE for over a year now. I'm telling you, nothing they have done has even been questionable to me at all. And I've researched the instances. I'm telling you.
What the law is.
I think a lot of these Democrats just talk out of their butt. I mean, she's extremely unintelligent on this situation.
What your rights are, you can enforce those rights. So I was hosting a lot of these Know Your Rights seminars.
How do you get a state person to prosecute ICE agents? They're protected under the federal government. The federal government would have to prosecute. It's like in Chicago. You know, in Chicago where the mayor of Chicago is like made an executive order like it actually matters to where the building is protected from ICE occupancy or ICE this or ICE that. And the mayor got caught in a lie where he said, well, you know, it would give us the grounds to be able to prosecute ICE agents if they do it. And then someone asked him, so can the police arrest ICE agents? And he didn't know what to say. And The police can't enforce that executive order. You can't just decide in Chicago that state law trumps federal law. That'll never hold water. And that's what that dumb mayor's trying to do. It's so pathetic. And you know what? The ICE agents, they're still in Chicago doing whatever they need to do because Tom Homan is going to make sure it happens. They can't take him. He's legal.
Throughout the district.
And Trump's got his hand on him too.
Tom Homan, who was
Be
the
smart, guys. Be smart, liberals. Be smart.
Who was later
You've lost 90% of your voters.
Taking $50,000 in cash in kava bags, whatever, allegedly, according to some of this reporting.
Okay, so allegedly you're a rapist and you're a pedophile. Okay, now what?
But back then, Tom Homan decides that he's going to try to threaten me. And he's going to say, I'm going to request that the Department of Justice open an investigation onto you, a legal investigation onto you into aiding and abetting crime. Excuse me? Aiding and abetting crime.
Yeah, actually, there's some solid evidence to support what he's saying. There actually is. And AOC, what's wrong if he does? If you're innocent, shouldn't be an issue. Just like y'all did to Donald Trump, remember?
We are aiding and abetting the prevention of crime because people need to know their rights so that their rights aren't violated. So anyways, he goes on and makes this huge public announcement about how he wants to target me for a federal investigation. That's a very serious thing, right?
No, it's
not. This guy has a lot of power.
You're innocent.
Right? He was the acting director of
right.
ICE.
Hopefully.
He has a direct line to Pam Bondi at the Department of Justice.
So?
A department of which
AOC, where's your green card?
Actual respect for the law is eroding by the day. And it doesn't matter whether it's legal or not. It doesn't matter if it's right or not. They have the power and they are positioned
or did you get the Trump golden card?
And to open such a thing on totally baseless grounds that
such
even
as
if it's false, they can try to do that, right?
Such as example?
And so that's a scary thing. So I can respond to that by being scared and stopping my Know Your Rights seminars, right? Pulling back.
That'd be great. I'd love to hear less of you.
Because this guy is a joke. I am using clean language on this live, but this guy is a joke. Kristi Noem is a joke. J.D. Vance, the vice president of the United States, went behind a podium and went, boo-hoo-hoo, the shutdown is AOC's fault. As though
Actually, it's not. It's Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries. AOC is too much of a loser to have that much power. And she tried to say on a live, like, she was like, hey, he can come down to my office and talk to me. Even if he did, you have no power, AOC. You're a loser. You're a lightweight, okay? I mean, you're not the guy. You're not the girl we need to talk to. And AOC, this is something for you. If you think you can sit in your little office with your hoodie, ranting and raving publicly that it's going to help public appeal of you, you're dead wrong. If you think you're ever going to run for presidency, you're wrong. You're not going to make it. Your voters are leaving by the hundreds of thousands and millions. You are losing voters daily. And this little pity party you're throwing, AOC, it's pathetic. It's actually pathetic. Because people like J.D. Vance, the more you throw mud at him, the stronger he gets. And unlike you, he's not a DEI.
This man isn't vice president of the United States of America. You know what I have to say?
That's the difference between him and you. He is the vice president. You are a loser.
Say to that? You look like a clown back there.
Okay.
You're the second most powerful person in this country. And
right, and you're not.
You're crying about me?
Nobody's crying. J.D. Vance hasn't cried a day in his life because his beard would absorb the hatred before it got to his mouth.
And you're blaming the whole government shutdown on me? LOL, my guy. Like,
does that sound like the next president of the United States, chat? She's such a loser, man.
laugh at them, make them small. These people seek out and abuse all of this power because they want to feel big.
It's
they want to feel bigger
amazing
than
how
you.
delusional you are. It's amazing how delusional you are. Not only are they bigger than you, they're more powerful than you too. So a little respect would go a long way. It may even help you climb the ladder. You may not have to lie as much, AOC.
Immigrant communities, not because these people are criminals. Mind you, look at ICE activity. They are not going after criminals. They're going after kids. There was a...
Well, then what about the hundreds of thousands of people they've deported? Were those all not criminals, or were those not illegals? Were those not people who committed crime in the United States every day that they were here? Did they not come in here illegally and start mooching off our tax system? Did they not lower the wages of the American worker? Did they not work cheaper than the American, pushing them out of jobs? Did business employers actively seek illegals over regular people because they knew that they could pay them half the price and get double the work? Your argument doesn't hold water.
7-year-old in my district that got taken by ICE. A 7-year-old.
I want to see some facts. Was he
7-year-old.
illegal? Because if he was illegal, the 5-year-old, the 3-year-old, the newborn, the 2-year-old, the 9-year-old, the 20-year-old, the 70-year-old, they all deserve to be deported. You are not welcome here.
And I've been doing what I can to try to intervene in that case. I can't speak to it, but like a 7-year-old. These people
So he's illegal.
in
So
order to make themselves
the 7-year-old turns into the 13-year-old that kills Lake and Riley. So
feel powerful. Because deep
the
down
18-year-old.
inside, they feel and know how small they are. And in order for a small person to feel big, they have to crush someone else.
So in order for a small person to feel big, they have to do a live calling other people clowns and saying everyone's wrong but me. Got it.
And like
Keep talking, girl.
that is what their whole political identity is all about. It is about this forced supremacy that is based on nothing because they feel and know how small they actually are.
Are you projecting? I think you're projecting.
And instead of actually fixing the things that are making them so small and insufficient,
Such as?
they have to pick on someone, or they have to pick on communities
Such as?
that have no one defending them.
Example,
That's
please.
what this is all about. This whole thing, this whole fight about, Democrats are shutting down the government.
No, that's actually true. They did shut down the government. Like, we need 7 votes from the Democrats. Like, do you not understand how many seats and this, that, and the other? Do you not understand bipartisan government? You know, AOC, I don't know if you realize this, but I think I know more about your job than you do, which is incredible because you're sitting here telling me that it was the Republicans' fault. Almost 100% of the Republicans agreed to move forward. It was literally almost I think J.D. Vance actually mentioned that it was every Republican agreed to move forward with the previous bill that Biden passed 13 times. The previous agenda, the previous spending, the previous money going here, money going there, it was passed in the same format 13 times by the Democrats, and all of a sudden it's not good enough. And then the only ones who can pass it are the Democrats. We need 7 votes. Yeah, we've got a majority in the House and the Senate, but it still has to be bipartisan. So the Democrats did factually shut down the government.
They want healthcare for illegal immigrants. First
Yeah.
of all, totally false. Second of all,
Oh, come on.
when
You
they,
know it's not.
as I've said before,
Waters admitted
federal
that it
law
wasn't false.
prevents undocumented people from getting covered by ACA insurance, Medicaid,
Well, then how did Biden become president, huh?
etc. Right?
Explain that to me.
They are trying to come back with this tiny loophole, being like, "Oh, but there are some."
What about all of the big, beautiful bill that you guys are trying to get squished because it actually passed into law by Democrats, too, by the way?
Federal funds that could possibly on the state level, You know what they're actually pointing to is that Ronald Reagan in the 1980s The United States passed a law that said if you walk into an ER,
Which law?
a hospital cannot refuse you care if you can't afford it, if you're not covered.
They patched that.
Because we decided that we wanted to be a civilized country, that if someone gets hit by a car and they're bleeding out, that a doctor isn't checking like for their insurance coverage before they go rush into an emergency room. Like that you are treating the human being first. Because we don't want to live in, trust me, regardless
It's hard to trust a liar when most everything they say is a lie.
of your stances on immigration, you do not want to live in a country where that law is reversed. I guarantee you that.
I think you should go live in a country like that because I don't think you've ever been to the Bronx. I don't even think you know what it looks like or where it's located. I also don't think you've ever been in a third world country because I think you may have gotten birthright citizenship, which is that deportable? Can we deport you on that? I don't know. Omar married her brother. You may be next.
I guarantee you that. And so they're trying to whatever, like
I watched the whatever show.
The point is that they are scrapping and grasping at straws because they have nothing else. Laugh at them. Stephen Miller is a clown. I've never seen that guy in real life, but he looks like he's like 4'10".
AOC, you're actually 4'10". Like, you're actually 4'10". And you're bug-eyed. Like, come on.
And he looks like he is angry about the fact that
he's angry that liberals like you lied their way and pass along many wieners to get to their position.
He's 4'10". And he looks like he is so mad that he is 4'10", that he's taken that anger out at any other population possible.
I really can't watch much more of this, but I'm allowing this to continue because it is amazing. You've seen the whole thing in context now. I haven't taken anything out of context. This is her words from Forbes. This is the whole clip, the entirety of the thing. Do you see how dumb she is, man? Like, I mean, we have all of these examples where she said this and that, and they're attacking our freedoms, and we need to know our rights, and blah, 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 and I'm aiding and abetting a criminal, and blah, blah, blah. But there's no facts. There's no facts. There's no, this happened on this day. This is the law that was passed. She said there is a law. Well, how do you know what law it is? You don't even know the name of the law. You're just saying, everyone believe me. But you're a dedicated, dictating lawyer, a liar. You are a liar in your natural form. I have heard probably 30 accusations that you have made that have nothing to do with height or weight or size or being strong or weak, of factual things. I've heard you made accusations. I have already fact checked you on about 29 of them, and they're all wrong. You're dead wrong. Especially the government shutdown. We've proven that within the first day that Chuck Schumer shut the government down, or Hakeem Jeffries. And you're still trying to say it's the Republicans' fault? I think the American people are better than you at your job because most Americans know you're full of crap. So should we replace an American person instead of you? Because you don't know your job. You're DEI. I mean, prove me wrong. It's hard to listen. Now she's going on because she wants to feel big and bad because she is 4'10", not Stephen Miller. She is actually 4'10". And now she's blaming Stephen Miller like this is wild. This is wild. Y'all gonna get me started on a tangent. All I got to say to her is her breath.
They came over here, walked past me like, I'm funky.
I'm funky.
Angry about the fact that he's 4'10".
I can smell the dust coming out of your nostrils right now. Your breath is bass backwards. It's coming out. It was breached.
And he looks like he is so mad that he is 4'10", that he's taken that anger out at any other population.
You mean like you on a live? Come on.
Possible.
Hey, everyone else is wrong but me. I'm yelling at him, but I'm not the guy yelling, all right? It ain't me.
Like, laugh at them. Laugh at them.
I'm going to end it here. I would love AOC if you laughed at us, because while you're laughing at us, you can watch us pass our big, beautiful bill. You can watch us deport all illegal aliens. You can watch us deport Omar, put Letitia and Adam Schiff in jail. You're going to get to watch some of the most beautiful things in history, including putting liars like yourself in jail where they belong. I can't wait for you to see that. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. She is absolutely wild. In fact, I think she's worse than Kamala in many ways. I think she's actually not as smart as Kamala. I think she's way more opinionated than Kamala. She may be way more way more of a dictator than Kamala. Like when she doesn't get her way, she says, "Laugh at them. They're short. They're short people. They're trying to feel powerful." It's like this isn't a fight, like a physical fight. Like we're not trying to be bullies in the scrapyard, okay? We're America. We're very civil. I don't know where you come from, AOC. Definitely not the Bronx. But we handle things through debate. We don't sit here and say, "Well, you're 410 and you're mad that you're 410." Those are words that came directly out of your mouth. That has nothing to do with politics. Now, if you can provide me with a good answer, like this law is called the Jefferson Law, and it says this directly, U.S. Code 4103C-4. If you can give me that, then I'll start listening to what you say. But right now, you're about as DEI as that vodka glass in Kamala's hand. And, I feel sorry for you, honestly, because when you have to resort to putting down, you know, other people instead of talking facts, your job is politics. I put you down because I think you're ridiculous and you're insane. But I'm not a politician. You are. So you don't need to be talking about put downs. You need to be talking about facts. What actually happened? What does the law actually say? You need to know your sources. You need to know that the Democrats shut the government down, honey. They did. Sorry. It happened. Your big boy Hakeem Jeffries. He done it. 50 Cent Barack Obama. Walk out the store with him. 50 Cent. Clearance aisle Barack Obama. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. That was definitely a rant, and it is so hard to listen to this degeneracy when she's one of our elected officials. I mean, it's unbelievable. This is insane. So if she thinks she's going to win the presidency, I'm telling you, if I had $100 million, I'd bet every penny on it right now. She'll never make it. And that's a good thing. That's a positive thing that we can go to bed on. But anyway, I hope you liked the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.